This is the E-Flite Extra 300 and I featured this one previously and it is a challenge to me. I think I mean there are so many things to learn about this Extra 300 and I just decided to do kind of a slow and gentle and just have this one flying really slow. So let's head outside and do a slow and hopefully controlled flight with the Extra 300. This E-Flite Extra 300 is a really agile and interesting RC airplane. And for one who isn't an aerobatic RC pilot, it is really a challenge to fly this one. And especially to make it look good, because you can, go just, dossel around like this. And it's really easy flying this one. But I mean, to explore this RC airplane and do lots of things with it, I decided this time just to take it really easy, just to make it as slow as possible, and just do slower aerobatics. And I really enjoy slower aerobatics with my, high wing and low wing RC airplane. This is something different, as you can, in a way, just do things that you cannot do with the other RC airplanes. It is so symmetrical, this RC airplane. So it doesn't matter which direction you're actually flying into, and you have power just to push into anything. So this is just exploring this one. I just want to share, because if you am considering this one and you're not used to do aerobatics, it is really a challenge. Because if you want to have something just that flies nice, you could certainly just purchase any high wing or low wing RC airplane, and you will have a much more enjoyable time. Because this one doesn't really enjoy to fly fast, and doesn't have like the nice gliding and turning capabilities as many other RC airplanes, where they have a natural kind of flying behavior, so you don't have to do anything. With this one, you have to work every second for it to look good. So I'm just taking really easy, just going really slow. I have no intention to go crazy. So let's do a trial landing then. It's not too easy to get this one down. It does glide really well. I haven't experienced any nasty tip stall tendencies to it. You more or less, can just go down and glide. And so sometimes you just plop it down. But the landing gears are kind of beefy. And it rolls super straight, this one. So it's one thing just to push the throttle and have the plane flying, but to do this and just go really slow as possible, to me at least, it's a challenge. I'm also flying this plane with low rates at 70%. I have like 40% expo, because I don't want to over control it. So just as long as you keep you know, what's up and what's down. I mean, it is quite easy to fly this one. So let's get it down again then. A bit squirrely, so maybe I have to go around one more time. It does blend in with these colors to the background, so a little bit difficult just to tell where I have it. So I mean, it's not a pretty landings, but this is just me practicing. I have no intention to make the best out of it. My intention is to learn. So it's time to get this one down. Then I've replaced the EC inside. So there's an Avian 60 amp EC. That's why you heard the beeping. So I have telemetry, and I know that I previous flights I've actually sucked this sucker dry. So I don't want to do that again. So I'm just going to try to get this one down in a fairly good shape. There's the wind today, so pretty easy. But a little bit difficult when this one disappears against the background. I mean, not too difficult to get down. And this flight was just to show some, you know, slower training flight from this Extra 300. I will certainly come back to it. I have to do lots of flights with this Extra 300 to actually, you know, get the hang of it. But I had a kind of a nice time flying slow. And it's so weird to fly this one, because usually when you have like a high wing or low wing or even biplane or airplane, for instance, when you go upside down and you fly inverted, I mean, you have to fight the RS airplane just a little bit to have it flying level. But this one, on the other hand, when you flip it out upside down, I mean, it doesn't care. It's just like you're flying in the normal, like straight. So I mean, it's a really weird feeling. And I mean, this is a really, look at it, it's a really long and big RS airplane in some aspects. If you just take the whole shape of it, the largest RS airplane I own and have. But I guess, I mean, it's quite hefty and a little bit heavy as well. But this wide wing and the shape of it, it's so strange to fly it, because I mean, you don't need much power to fly it. It somehow just magically floats in any direction you point at. So I mean, so that's a really great thing. But it's also really difficult to handle this RS airplane. And I discovered that there's no point going speedy with this RS airplane. Instead, you should really go just slow and try to roll and flip it upside down and do, you know, things in all directions. So I mean, it's just an interesting experience I haven't experienced before. So I mean, I will certainly have to come back to this one many times, because I think that I have lots of learning to do, and how to handle, you know, a true aerobatic RS airplane like the Extra 300.